Good morning. Do you know what today is? Yeah, it's our anniversary. Roll over here. Lay on me. There we go. I love touching your skin in the morning. Let's take this shirt off. I want to run my fingertips along your back. My baby. My darling. Do you know you look as beautiful to me this morning as you did when I first laid eyes on you all those years ago? It doesn't matter whether you have makeup or not. Nope, not even back then. I knew it by the way you walked. I knew it by the way your eyes lit up as you looked at me. You have been my everything ever since. My buddy Michael said he was gonna introduce me to someone. He didn't tell me anything else. What'd he say to you? Yep, that sounds like something he'd say. And when I saw you from across the room, I was mesmerized. Nobody lights up a room the way you do, babe. I knew you were way out of my league. But at the same time, I knew that I was a really great guy. And I wondered if you would see it. I wondered if you would recognize that I was the man that you had been searching for all along. How could you tell? What was it about me? Interesting. When we started talking, I felt at ease. The way our humors connected immediately, it put me at ease. I knew that I wanted you forever. All the other girls could take a number. And it might as well be infinity, because yours is the last number that I would ever ask for. Oh, babe. You know those girls were fighting each other to get my attention. I had danced with plenty of pretty girls before that, but none of them were you. The more you smiled at me and laughed at my jokes, the more my interest in other women flatlined. I stayed up all that night thinking about you. I didn't sleep at all. That dress you were wearing, my God, it was amazing. I stole a few glances at your chest. You probably caught me, but I didn't care. You caught me? Did you like it that you caught me? I thought so. Right before I met you, I was offered a job at my company. A pretty big promotion, actually. An executive position to recognize my exceptional talents. But after our first date, I turned the job down. Because it would have required me to move away. Well, at first, I was surprised at myself that I turned the job down so quickly, and with no second guessing whatsoever. Because up until that moment, that career had always been my dream. But, just as I suspected, after being married to you, it's become more and more clear every day that you are my dream. Starting a family with you is my dream. And now we have two little rugrats that mean more to me than life itself. And yet, you, what did I do to deserve to be so blessed? Thanks, babe. It means a lot that you feel the same. Do my fingers feel good? Slowly running up and down your back. You know what I love to do while I'm lightly scratching your back. When I get down to your lower back, I love to put my thumb in the waistband of your panties and start to pull them down just barely, to the point where you're asking yourself whether or not I'm going to pull them all the way off. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. And even on times when I don't, sometimes I still slide my hand all the way in under the fabric so that I can touch your butt. Your body is still the sexiest thing that I've ever seen in my whole life. Do you remember the first thing I ever said to you? Do you remember what I said? No. Will you dance with me? And you chuckled and said that I skipped right over the introductions. I said that we could get to that on the dance floor. I said that you were the prettiest girl in the whole room and that I loved to dance with you. The music was playing a slow, romantic melody, and I wanted that to be our first memory together. And you said yes. And now here you are, lying on me, topless, caressing each other's bodies on a lazy morning. I'd say things have gone pretty well. What do you think? I hate to spoil the uncertainty, but I have every intention of sliding these panties off your hips and down your legs, and then rolling you onto your back and using my tongue to please you. And as soon as you're ready, I want you to roll back on top of me so that I can play with your chest while we finish together. Does that sound like a pretty good way to start celebrating our anniversary? I thought you might think so. Tell me you love me. I love you too. Now, lift your hips up. Let's slide these off. It's time to get a little sweaty.